this is Diptikant Podieri, lecturer in botany. Welcomes to my channel Mikans Botany, and please subscribe my channel and hit the bell. Hi, in this class we'll discussing about the pistil, megasporangium, and embryo sac. Otherwise, it is termed as female gametophyte development. Female gametophyte development. The gynoecium. The gynoecium or female reproductive part. Female reproductive part consists of may have single pistil, that is termed as monocarpillary, or more than one pistil, termed as multicarpillary. Each pistil has three parts. Each pistil has three parts. One is stigma, style, and ovary. Stigma is a surface for landing of pollen grains. It is a serves as a platform for landing of pollen grains. Style. The elongated slender part beneath the stigma and ovary. It is the bulged part to the basal of the pistil. Bulged part of pistil. Inside the ovary, the ovarian cavity are present. Inside the ovary, there is presence of locule, means ovarian cavity. Placenta is located inside the ovarian cavity. Placenta is present inside the cavity. Don't worry, I will see you the image of this ovary. From the placenta, megasporangium or ovule from the placenta, megasporangium or ovules arises. Now we are drawing a structure of a pistil, figure of a pistil. This is the stigma, this is style, and this is ovary. This is the thalamus part. This is the stigma part, this is style, this is ovary. Inside ovary, ovules are present. Now try to draw a ovarian structure, ovary structure. This is a trilocular ovary. These are the locules or ovarian cavity or locules. These are locules. Inside the locules, some sort of structure that connects the locule to seed or ovule is called placenta. Placenta is the connection link between ovule and the locule. Next topic of discussion is megasporangium. Megasporangium or otherwise it's termed as ovule. Now we'll see the structure of ovule. Ovule is a small structure attached to the placenta by means of stalk called funicle. Funicle is a structure through which ovules are attached to the placenta. Ovules are attached to the placenta. Next, now I am trying to draw a structure of a ovule through which I will show the image. Each and every structure I will try to draw here. What I talk. Funicle. Funicle is a structure that attached to the placenta and ovary. It is this structure is called funicle. Next to it, the body of the ovule. Body of the ovule fuses. This is the structure of a ovule. Body of the ovule attached to the funicle. Fuses with the funicle are in the region called hilum. The region where body of the ovule and a funicle fuses with each other, this structure is called as hilum. Each ovule has one to two protective covering called integuments. These are called integuments. Their action is to protect the ovary from external injuries. Integuments. Integument encircles the nucellus. Here is the nucellus, the nutritious region. Integument encircles the nucellus except at small opening, except at small point where it is called as micropyle. Opposite to micropyle, opposite end of this is the micropylar end where integument is absent, and opposite to the micropylar end here will be the chalazal end. Inside the integument there is mass of cells called nucellus. This is the mass of cells called nucellus. Nucellus have the abundant food reserve material that provides nourishment to embryo sac. In nucellus has food reserve food materials that provides nourishment to embryo sac. The embryo sac is located inside the nucellus. This is the embryo sac. Your discussion is megasporocyte, megasporogenesis, sporogenesis. Megasporogenesis. Megasporogenesis is the process of formation of megaspores from the megaspore mother cells is called megasporogenesis. The process of formation of megaspores from megaspore mother cell MMC from megaspore mother cell is called megasporogenesis. It's called megasporogenesis. Ovules generally inside the ovule a single megaspore mother cells are developed towards the micropylar region, towards micropylar region, single megaspore develop, megaspore mother cell develop. This megaspore mother cell MMC undergoes transverse division. After transverse division, two types of cells are formed. This is the parietal cell, outer parietal cell, and towards outer the cell which formed is known as parietal cell, and towards the inner side there is formation of megasporocyte. And these megasporocyte leave the mitotic cell cycle and undergoes meiosis. This is megasporocyte undergoes meiosis to form meiosis. In meiosis 1, what happens? Meiosis occurs in two phases, meiosis 1 and meiosis 2. Meiosis 1, first of all, meiosis 1 and meiosis 2 undergoes meiosis. In meiosis 1, there is binucleate megasporocyte will be formed. In meiosis 2, tetranucleate megasporocyte will be formed in such like manner. This is tetranucleate megasporocyte and this is binucleate megasporocyte. Megasporogenesis is finished. Next topic of discussion will be megagametogenesis. Megagametogenesis. After the meiosis, the tetranucleate megasporocyte, three towards the micropylar end. This will be the micropylar end. This will be the chalazal end. Three towards the micropylar end degenerate, and one towards the chalazal end remains functional. This will be the functional megaspore. Functional megaspore. This functional megaspore undergoes three successive mitotic division. Let's see what happens in mitotic division. Only three successive free nuclear mitotic division. Only nucleus undergoes division. In first mitosis 1, mitosis 2, and mitosis 3. First of all, the nucleus undergoes division, then next after it cytoplasmic division will occur. In mitosis 1, what happens? These one nucleate undergoes mitotic division to form two nucleate. This undergoes to form this structure will be wrong. In mitosis 2, here mitosis, such kind of structure will be appear. In mitosis 3, such kind of structure will be there. 8 nucleus structure will be there. After mitosis 3, 8 nucleus structure will be there. Then our next topic of discussion will be the embryo sac. Out of the 8 nucleus, 3 nucleus toward the micropylar end forms the egg apparatus. It will be 3 nucleus. It will be the chalazal end. 3 nucleus forms the egg apparatus, and 3 nucleus towards the chalazal end forms the antipodal cells, and 2 nucleus at the center forms the polar nuclei, and here will be the central cell. In the egg apparatus, there will be presence of two things. One is egg, which will be fertilized by the sperm in future, and one egg and 2 synergids. Center will be the egg, and the outside 2 will be synergids. Synergids have the cellular thickening at the micropylar tip called filiform apparatus. Synergids have the filiform apparatus that plays an important role in the guiding of pollen tube into the embryo sac, into the synergids. This filiform apparatus have the properties to guide the pollen tube to enter into the synergids. Now I will see you something that is both megasporogenesis and megagametogenesis takes place here. Here will the megasporocyte undergoes meiosis. In meiosis 1, what happens? Such like a structure are formed. In meiosis 2, such like a structure are formed. Out of the tetranuclear structure, 3 towards the micropolar end degenerate, and the remaining one towards the chalazal end remains functional megaspore. This acts as a functional megaspore. This functional megaspore undergoes mitosis, 3 successive mitotic division. In mitosis 1, 2 cells are formed, and mitosis 2, 4 cells are formed. In mitosis 3, 8 cells are formed. Out of the 8 cells, 3 cells towards the micropolar end forms the egg apparatus. Synovids and egg both are termed as egg apparatus, and 2 and 3 towards the chalazal end forms the antipodal cells, and 2 towards the polar center forms the polar nuclei, and here will be the central cell. This is a structure of mature embryo sac.